What is up? My name is George, the Sports Freak. And yeah, Drew Lock, he needs to stop turning over the freaking ball. Because if Drew Lock didn't have 13 interceptions, I think 7 fumbles lost this season, the Broncos would be a playoff team. I made a video several months ago talking about how the Broncos were going to take the league by storm. I still stand by that. If Drew Lock does not turn over the ball 20 times this season, they are competitive in all of their games. They aren't losing these games. Specifically, you can go back and watch the Chiefs game. Drew Lock, they're going down the field, and he makes a bad decision, and it turns out to be an interception. Poorly placed ball, and he does not make the right read, in my opinion, and it costs them the game. And it's a game. They're in a game, not a shootout. They're in a close game with the Chiefs. And this is the same thing that's been happening over the season, where Drew Lock turns over the ball in a dumb way and costs his team. The other opponent capitalizes on that. Either win the game or they go down and score, which is the reason why the Broncos are a 5-8 team. This past weekend, though, they played Carolina Panthers, and Drew Lock, I think the very first or second drive, he fumbles the ball, and the Panthers immediately score off of that, making my point by saying that teams take and capitalize on Drew Lock's turnovers. But after that turnover, Drew Lock was goddamn perfect the rest of the game. I'm talking perfect. He was 21 out of 27, 280 yards, and 4 touchdown passes. And he was slinging the ball the way I've been saying to people that he can sling it. He took advantage of all the weapons that he has. He got an abundance of weapons. I know Cortland Sutton is out, but Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler, I mentioned in the previous video talking about the Broncos, those guys are studs and they know how to play. And Drew Lock, he finally put the one sleeve on his right arm. I've said that, but like that at Missouri, he was just wearing one sleeve, and he finally went back to that, and he freaking balled out. That's another thing. He needs to wear the sleeve all the time. I bet Broncos fans are saying the exact same thing right now. Wear the sleeve, probably balls out. Don't turn over the ball. Make better decisions. Go through reads better. And obviously the deep ball, he's definitely improving on that. I've seen him early from the beginning of the season. I remember against the Titans, the very first game, he's trying to take the deep shot, and it wasn't there. But now, as far as we've come, he's improved a lot. They're at the point where I know Broncos fans and, the head office, John Elway, probably they're still thinking like, should we take a quarterback in next year's draft? Should we, sign someone in free agency? Should we take, basically I think they're trying to think, should we take a quarterback? Should we take a quarterback? I don't think they should take a quarterback at all. I think Drew Lock is the future. I've said it before. I'm a big fan of Drew Lock. I love his arm. I thought he was the best quarterback in his draft class. He was my number one quarterback. I wasn't saying he was the greatest quarterback ever, but I was saying he was the best, in my opinion. Build around the guy. That defense is legit. The people don't realize how good the Broncos defense are. If your defense is on the field majority of the time, you're going to eventually get ripped open. So that's one thing. If Broncos defense are on the field, yeah, they're going to give up plays after a while of just being on the field. But when the offense is doing their part, they're draining the clock. They're moving down the field. If Drew Lock does that properly, the defense is not going to be on the field for that long. They'll just come on once the team scores, force 3 and out. They're refreshed. The offense goes down the field, takes their time, eats some clock, defense gets refreshed, come back on the field, repeat the process. And if Drew Lock limits those turnovers, the way that Patrick Mahomes has, I believe he can have Patrick Mahomes type of numbers if he lives up to his potential, because he can scramble, he can extend plays, he's got a really, really, really big arm. Getting better with his chemistry with the wide receivers, this team can do it. Obviously not this season. I think the most they can finish 8-8, which I don't know if they'll finish 8-8. We'll see. But do not give up on Drew Lock. If he can limit those turnovers, take away those fumbles, the Broncos are a playoff team. I 100% believe that. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified the next time I post a video. And I'll see you on another video soon.